I had a great time with Red Faction. You just can't beat this style of story-driven first-person shooters. The kind where the campaign is continuous. No breaks, no rewards, you just move forward. And it is so refreshing.
So good.
Games like this aren't new. Plenty of big franchises use uninterrupted storytelling, usually with heavy cutscenes, info dumps and layers of character development. Red Faction barely uses cutscenes at all, yet it's one of the most immersive games I've played from the early PS2 era. It takes several pages from Mr. Freeman's adventure. What makes these kinds of games stand out is their faith in us. It doesn't explain itself. It trusts you to keep up, and that's something a lot of modern games don't do anymore. They want to congratulate you. What the hell for? Wow, kid. You found the thing we marked on the map. Have some breast milk. Red Faction expects you to get on with it. For context, towards the end of the game, Hendrix, a character who has been relaying messages throughout the whole process, your closest ally, dies during gameplay. You could honestly miss it, because you're busy fighting out of a corner.
Don't let Alter get away with it. Don't let Alter get away with it all.
Before I continue, a word from our sponsor.
Feeling stuck in a rut? Has day-to-day life on Earth lost its spark? Ultor has the solution. Nothing prepares you for a brighter future, quite like a year in the Ultor mines. We proudly invite you to experience the mystery of the Red Planet under our trusted supervision. Discover true camaraderie in our efficient 8-person bunks. Build strength, discipline and character through 10 hours of rewarding daily labour. Mars offers clarity, purpose and a fresh start. As the only corporation on Mars, Ultor guarantees an unmatched experience. Some call it work, we prefer to think of it as a committed holiday. Please like and subscribe.
Don't we all love a dastardly evil corporation? Mega corporations in gaming are almost as old as gaming itself, and it's always satisfying to take them down as the little guy. Red Faction completely nails this. It reminds me of something my dad told me while we were watching 1960s Spartacus. Imagine Spartacus, but in space. I still don't know why I was watching 1960s Spartacus at 7 years old, but anyway.
Joey, you like movies about gladiators?
Playing Red Faction felt like living that idea, in the loosest way possible. You're not the chosen one. You're just a miner who's starting his shift.
Leave me alone, jerk. It's been a long day.
It's about to get a little longer, mine scum.
Just let me go, or else.
You threatening me? Yeah, well, threaten this, miner.
And that simplicity makes the whole game feel grounded, even if the game goes completely bonkers later on. But the rebellious movement is executed flawlessly. Before we get into the good stuff, let's talk about the parts that grind my Britters. I've played Call of Duty on Veteran, Bad Company on Hard and Killzone on Elite, so I like shooters that shoot back.
You wanna shoot me? Shoot me!
For this video, I played Red Faction on Medium to get it done fast. Good lord, I can't explain how stressful that was. I've become a twitchy mess walking around my own home. The AI is ruthless. It tricks you. Some enemies shout "Die miner," while others pretend to surrender, only to keep shooting you. And as you get more powerful weapons, so do they. The game escalates in a way that feels cruel. You're always one room away from being killed. In the last third of the game, once you get the pulse rifle, you have to start abusing the manual save function until it becomes instinct. Kill an enemy, save. Turn a corner, save. Ride a lift, save. Find ammo, save. Armor, save. Health, save. By the end, saving felt like breathing. With no checkpoints, the game expects you to save, to think and try something different, though those pulse rifles are cursed. You can be 100, and if you're unaware they are around the corner, it's over. If you remember that feeling, I'm with you, brother.
I would have gone with you to the end.
So let's be real, I soft-locked my save like a rookie. As you can see, I'm in this tight space with an even tighter amount of health. At 8 health, one paper cut is death. My last save was over an hour ago, so I gritted my teeth and I tried to make it work, to no avail. So I woke up early, loaded up and caught up. I found it easier, but I still saved after every encounter.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again.
What's been eating Griffin like?
Being stealthy in Red Faction is weird, and the 4 stealth sections feel like experiments. They're simple on paper, but in practice they're the kind of thing that makes you question your enjoyment. Rule 1. Don't look guards in the face. Rule 2. Don't go anywhere you're not allowed. Rule 3. Avoid the cameras. Rule 4. Stick to the damn walls. Follow these simple rules until it makes zero sense not to. At the end of rescuing Griffin, you have to jump into a fountain just to distract the guard, then run into the ladies' toilets to lure him away. I found that by accident. It's one of those moments where the game expects you to think outside of the box. The second stealth segment in the medical facility was even worse. Though completely optional, I'm an idiot who wore the coat and saved over my progress. I could have happily gone guns blazing, so I made my way through as Dr. Parker, then got stuck. After googling, I realised I needed to trigger an event, but I'd already killed the admin. What followed was agony, death after death, trying to reach the final room. Eventually, I gave up and just hopped through like Tigger, and somehow that worked. Before you ask why I shot a harmless NPC, this game rewards you with medipacks for shooting unarmed medical staff. So it's a no-brainer, unless you accidentally shoot someone important. Oh, that can happen. The stealth sections aren't horrendous, but they feel like a glimpse into a version of Red Faction that never fully materialised. This one is personal.
Well, thanks,
But
Parker.
Griffin's face looks like a man who would sell his own children. Red Faction is a marvel by 2001 standards. It introduced Geomod, an engine that allowed destructible environments. It's still pretty solid. Look at the first encounter with this killbot. I'm jumping around throwing C4 while it tears the room apart. Or skipping an area entirely. Going the water route meant death, so I blew a stairway into the rock to take a different route. This situational gameplay was far ahead of its time. The developers probably struggled to fully utilise it, since they had to limit how many explosives the players could carry. Otherwise, you just dig endless tunnels. I'm glad they kept it selective. It makes every use of Geomod feel special. And then there's the pause screen. One giant word in the middle. I miss that. Modern games give you menus, sub-menus, sliders, maps, crafting, challenges. Red Faction gives you a single word and a moment to think. Oftentimes, I would come here just to breathe. The select button had all that other crap. I enjoyed Parker's story and his rise from miner to key member of the rebellion. As a young man destined for Harvard, he has an exceptional skill set. Operating vehicles, finding the right buttons, using as few words as possible, and producing the same scream no matter how he died. It shows how far a man can go when pushed. It's a good job Parker was in the right place at the right time, because the rest of the miners are hopeless. The pacing works, the gameplay is twitchy, chaotic, fun and rewarding. The shooting still holds up, the weapons make encounters different. The levels are linear but offer branching paths. There are vehicles to operate, the gameplay loop is what keeps you going. The fact that the final boss can be killed in one shot with the weapon that caused me so much grief is fantastic. And even though the game cheesed itself after climbing a ladder, I felt blessed. The final part is genius. There is a bomb to disarm, and every time you try, the code is randomly generated. It is annoying, but Parker doesn't give up. I didn't care how many times I tried, I had to get it done. In the end, the credits rolled. That was my reward, surviving Red Faction. I thoroughly enjoyed this beauty from 2001, but it isn't perfect. It's a reminder of a time when shooters trusted the player to figure things out without a checklist or a glowing waypoint. You genuinely feel the need to try again, get over that hill and move to the next. Parker is the protagonist, and I think game devs can learn a thing or two from him. Truly, there's a Parker in all of us.